Thanks to the support as a channel member, John Howell. I still am where I was at the end of the last episode. I have no idea if we're good or not. We've had some really good wins and we've been absolutely battered a few times as well. I think this is probably the mid-tabliest of mid-table teams I've ever assembled. And as proof of that, there we are, 7 games in, firmly mid-table. 3 wins, 1 draw, 3 defeats. We've scored 14. We've conceded 13. So we're one of the top scorers in the league. We're also towards the top of the conceders in the league. It's fairly clear. We're good going forward, not so good at the back, despite signing the right back that we needed. It wasn't the right back we were trying to sign. Antwi, who we'd been trying to sign for a couple of episodes, did go to Colchester in League One, the little rascal. But we were able to get Ollie Shield, who's 21 years old, just an out-and-out right back, quite quick for this level as well, which is very splendid. 3.5 stars of current ability, 4.5 stars of potential. He's previously of Brentford and before that Southampton, and he's settled in very nicely, although we're still rubbish defensively. Problematically though, we have taken an injury to Warren Taylor, so we're now trying to get another striker, because once you get past Cena and Taylor up front, we really don't have much in the way of strikers. I hadn't realised quite how slim our strength in depth was up front. So, yeah, we're now trying to sign another striker, which hopefully we'll get in during this episode. But first, we're going to play top of the table Newport, who look like they play a cowards formation. We are at home. I don't think we've lost a home game yet. I'll check the fixtures in a second. I think our 3 wins were all home games. But Newport, 6 points ahead of us, top of the league, obviously Football League pedigree as well. It's a big test for us. Yeah, we've won. Not only have we not won away, we've won every home game and not won an away game. So this is going to be an interesting test, because this is the toughest home game we've had, but we've won our 3 home games so far pretty convincingly. As you can see, Bruno Cena is still scoring goals as well. He's the top scorer in the league, and currently has 7 goals from his first 7 appearances, which is jolly nice to see. But this is the team for Newport. It's Casagrande in goal, a back four of Strachan, Brown, Kirk and New Boy Shield. Uribe and Compton in midfield, Tilly on the left, who I'd quite like to upgrade on, Reece Dottin on the right, and then Cena is partnered by Joe Gray up front, who was signed to be the backup right winger and is basically having to play a striker because we don't have anyone else who can really partner Cena. So trying to bring someone in who can partner Cena, quite the priority. But we'll make do with Gray for now. Gray is one of those who, when we make our next signing, he might even be released, because I don't think we've got enough budget left to bring in a winger, and I want a left winger and a striker. We still haven't been able to find any free loans, so I might have ballsed up loans entirely this season. But if we were to bring in a striker and a left winger, both good enough to start, I think we're probably going to have to release the likes of Gray and Morton and some of the other non-contract players just to free up the budget to allow us to do that. So it'll be fine. I think it will be fine. Tilly, who will drop down to backup hopefully when we bring a new winger in, can play on either side. So I don't mind having him as like first reserve backup. He can pick up where Davidson left off last season as first reserve on both wings. And we're already losing 10 minutes in. Our 100% home winning record at the start of life in the National League might be over. And we might also finally be establishing ourselves as not really a mid-table team. We're kind of going to be a bottom half kind of team, because we're probably going to lose more games than we win. There is Gray, who's dropped deep to try and get something going. But what he got going was just a pointless shot from miles out that was never going to threaten the goalkeeper. So that wasn't ideal. Captain Kirk heads forward to Compton, who looks to flick it on towards Cena, but can't get proper contact with it. That shot, by the way, to show you how stupid it was from Gray, 0.01 XG. As far as XG is concerned, it's not possible to shoot from a worst position. I think that's how that works. So yeah, the boy's a buffoon. And it looks like we followed it up with an almost as bad one as well. 2 shots, 0.09 XG. This might be a long day. And it's Newport with the corner. One thing we shouldn't be conceding from is corners. What we've done there is given away a penalty, and Brown might be getting sent off here. He's given away the penalty. He was already on a yellow card, and Brown has been sent off, and this is going from bad to worse. I think we take off Gray, and we can bring on Ness, and Cena's going to have to play up front on his own, which is not ideal. Yeah, this is not going to go well, I don't think. We need a big moment from Casagrande, and then who's that? What's he up to? Ness, who's just come on, trying to get himself sent off as well. Right, can we have a Casagrande moment, please? We cannot. Yeah, this is, how do you say that? I'm not even going to try I am going to try Prince Will. Ebby had to, no. I couldn't, I mean, it doesn't even fit on. No, I think I'm going to cause offence if I try and pronounce that. Let me know how you say that one, boys and girls, and I'll learn it. And the next time I see him, I'll be able to say his name. If we ever signed him, we'd just be calling him Prince Will or Prince Well. Was it Prince Will or Prince Well? I'm even getting his first name wrong, and that's easy. Right, Tilly, equaliser, please. Cross comes in. Ness is there, and we do have a goal back. Lucas Ness, who I think it probably is time to get him into the starting 11. Brown getting sent off and obviously leading to a suspension is going to give him the opportunity to come in. We've got 3 good centre-backs. Ness is definitely one of them, and was initially planned to be the starter alongside Captain Kirk this season. But then we found Brown towards the end of the window, who is left-footed. So it's more comfortable playing him with either Ness or Kirk. But, I mean, who are we kidding? We can play 2 right-footed centre-backs. It's fine. It's what all the teams used to do until the last 3 years, when it became fashionable to have a left-footed left centre. Right. When I was younger, and I don't even mean that much younger, like 5 years ago, I don't remember us talking about left centre-back and right centre-back. You had a left-back and a right-back, and you had 2 centre-backs. I don't know now which way round Tony Adams and Steve Bold played. I don't know which way round Gary Pallister and Steve Bruce played. Sol Campbell and Colo Torre. No idea what way round they played. Who was the right? Why do we know now? Stupid modern football. Right, let's go attacking. Glad I got that off. That's been eating away at me for years. I've got it off my chest now. I feel like a weight's been lifted. I might be able to stop wearing this stupid tie. Right, can we do a goal, please? I mean, how do we go more attacking here? Do we sacrifice Tilly maybe and bring a forward on? Who have we got? Mitchell could potentially come on and play up front, but he's another target man. Gio Smith. Now, we've got both Smith and McLeod, who are natural attacking midfielders. We could bin off the wingers and play 2 attacking midfielders behind the striker. Because Cena's just completely isolated. He needs someone closer to him to run off of him. I think we need to get Smith on. I just don't know who to bring him on for. Maybe we sacrifice a central midfielder. Maybe we don't need the 2 central midfielders in front of the defence. Maybe. I think we're bringing Smith on. Right, let's try and get clever. I think we bring Smith on for Uribe. And we want him like that. Is that close enough together? Kinda. And then he can be... Yeah, we can just do that. I mean, it's probably not ideal, but nothing's ideal. We're down to 10 men. And then I just don't think he's good enough. He's another one who will probably, I can't even remember if he's on a proper contract or not. He's someone I don't really trust to use in this team. Shields tired. Canaville can come on for him. Right. Let's see if that makes a difference. We're going to go very attacking. We're going to try and get ourselves back into the match. And here is Captain Kirk lumping it forward to Reece Dottin. And now Canaville. Cross comes in looking for Cena. Can't find him. It's been a very quiet day from Bruno Cena. And now Smith having to get back and do some central midfielding. Oh, that's an annoyingly accurate header. That might be game over. Let's try and protect our goal difference. We're down to 10 men against the top of the table team. 20 minutes to go. We've got 2 goals to chase. They're playing a flat back 7. I don't think we're getting back into this. We'll bring Mitchell on. We'll try Mitchell along instead of Cena. And then I think we'll bring on McLeod. Actually, no, we'll bring on Chalk in there. Should we put him in the middle so it's not so lopsided? We shall. And then let's hope we can do something magical from somewhere. Maybe Mitchell's going to be awesome. We've not really used him a lot because he's 2 stars of current ability. He's not really... I mean, look at the state of these match stats, by the way. I know we've been down to 10 men, but my word, Newport seem like a good team. Well, back to the drawing board. The 100% winning record at home is gone. We've now played 8 matches, I think, and lost half of them. Brown's going to miss a match through suspension, at least 1 match. We are still sat in mid-table, though, which is absolutely fine. As long as we don't get relegated, we're fine. Right, we're gonna play a couple of matches off camera. I'm going to try and get another striker in, and then I think we're going to play Northampton, because as a Peterborough fan, that interests me. Unless something emerges in the FA Cup before then. Northampton. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. So many transfers have been done in between these 2 matches. We got a couple of permanent players in, and finally we're able to start securing the loans. It does mean that a lot of, in fact, I think all of the non-contract players have now been released. So you can see we already lost Taylor, but Butcher, who I don't think he even played for us. Morton's gone. Belongo, who only played twice, has gone. The big 5th choice centre-back, George Shaw, has gone. Joe Gray, who'd actually played a little run of matches and scored a couple of goals, is gone. And Cairo Mitchell is gone as well. And they have been replaced. And we have significantly upgraded this squad. So if we look at the permanent signings first, Johnny Day is a striker. He's 20 years old, 4 stars of current ability, 5 stars of potential. He's a natural poacher, previously of Bournemouth, South Shields, Forest Green, and as you can see, he's come straight in and started scoring goals. 2 goals, 1 assist in his first 3 matches, averaging a 7.43. I am a big fan of that guy. We also signed, where is he? Ollie Thomas, who was brought in to probably play on the wing, but also he's quite capable of playing as the other striker, the target man. He's 6 foot tall. He's quite physical, quite strong. And I think we're probably going to end up using him as a striker because we've signed another guy on loan as well. But he's 3 stars of current ability, 4 stars of potential, has scored goals at this level before, 12 goals in 26 appearances for Southend a couple of years ago. He was at Bristol City. And then we've also brought in some loanees. So Kem Sheringham Muyembe is a 19-year-old left winger. He's on loan for the season from Watford. 3 stars of current ability, 5 stars of potential. He is just an out-and-out left winger, and we definitely needed one of those. And then we've also brought in some defenders. Josiah Stockhill-Huffer is a centre-back who can also play right-back. He's on loan for the rest of the season from Arsenal. 2.5 stars of current ability, 5 stars of potential for him. And Tyler Smith is a 20-year-old left back with 2.5 stars of current ability, 4.5 stars of potential. He's in from Colchester for the rest of the season. And then again, just filling gaps that were vacated by these non-contract players. Because remember, the non-contract players, although we only pay them when they play, they have a percentage of that allocated to the budget, whereas these free loans have nothing. So that's allowed us to then spend the money on a couple of really good permanent strikers. So the last one is a backup right winger for us, Owen Moore. Natural on both wings, can also play fullback theoretically on either side. He's got 3 stars of current ability, 4 stars of potential. He's on loan from Colchester, has previously done that season with Welling in the National League South, where he got 9 goals off of the wing, which is not too shabby. And he can come in and be our rotation option, our backup option on that side. So squad depth wise now, interestingly, I mean, I'm not sure what this is all about. My director of football, my assistant manager, whoever this is, thinks Casagrande is not our best goalkeeper, even though by star rating he still is. So that's a weird one. Let's just, I mean, can we? I don't even know how you use this. There you go. I don't ever use this myself. I just press try it done automatically, but that's weird. So Casagrande is still our best goalkeeper. At left back, we've got Strachan, who obviously has been starting all season, but Smith, who's just coming on loan, can play there. Lewis Brown, our centre-back, can play there too. And we've still got the youngster Gedling, who can cover there. Also at right back, we've got Shield as the starter, Cannaville, who started the season there, and Stockhill Huffer, who's really a centre-back, but can also cover at right back for us as well. And then at centre-back, we've got Brown, we've got Stockhill Huffer, we've got Ness, Cannaville, Captain Kirk. Strachan can play there at a push as well. That's strength in depth at the back. I'm very happy with that. We've got plenty of midfielders as well. Aribe, Chalk, Compton, McLeod, and then a couple of guys who can cover there if needs be also. And then on the left-hand side, Rhys Dottin won't play. He'll play on the right, but Thomas can play there. Sheringham Mayembe can play there. Moore can play there. Tilly is there as a backup on that side as well. And on the right-hand side, we'll obviously start Rhys Dottin, but Thomas, Moore, Tilly can all play over there if need be. And then up front, you've got Thomas and Cena, who can play as your big target man. And then you've got Day and Taylor, who can play as the little quicker man alongside him. Gio Smith, who's really an attacking midfielder, but can probably play anywhere across the front four at a push. And yeah, I think we've got good strength in depth throughout now. Results-wise, oh, that's still broken. Results-wise, since the last match, as you can see, we've been doing pretty well. We even managed to win an away game, which is a lovely. In fact, we've won a couple because we won in the FA Cup as well. But the league table, if we can get to the league table, is looking like this. We're where we're supposed to be, down in mid-table. We play Northampton today, who are in the relegation zone, so we'd like to beat them for a multitude of reasons, but we are still in the FA Cup as well, so fingers crossed tomorrow we'll be able to get a little bit of a cup run going as well. So with all those ins and outs, it is quite a different looking team to the last one you saw. And I don't think this 11 has ever played together before either. So it's going to be interesting, but it's Casagrande in goal, a back four of Strachan, Brown, Stockhill, Huffer and Shield, Compton and Aribe in midfield, Sheringham Mayembe, is that his surname? Yeah, Sheringham Mayembe on the left, Rhys Dottin on the right, and then Thomas and Day together up front. Bruno Sena hasn't really scored since the last match. He has gone off the boil quite a lot, which is why Thomas is going to play alongside Day today. He's not fully fit. He's still getting match fit, obviously joining us midway through the season. So you'll still see Bruno Sena today. Don't worry, but I don't think it'll do him any harm to not start a match or two and just remind him that now we've got this. Now we've finally got our squad. I think for the first time, this has been a plan that's been going since April. It's now getting into September, October time. I think it's September. So it's been a plan that has taken months to put together. But I think we now have the squad that we wanted, that we started planning for at the end of last season. It's just taken us the first 10 matches of the season to get it all together. But now they're here. We've got strength in depth throughout and we're looking pretty solid. And I think if things go our way, it's not unreasonable that we could start to push up towards those playoffs once we get past the halfway point of the season. Everybody gets used to playing together. I think this is a good side and a very strong squad. We've actually got a bench now. That bench, I think, is pretty strong. So fingers crossed that we can win today and get ourselves starting to move up the league table a little bit. We don't want to be in the bottom half. Bottom half is for losers. No one wants to finish in the bottom half. We're not really doing very much today at all, are we? Which is a bit of a shame. But a lot of these players have only played a couple of matches, if that, so far this season. So it's going to take time for them to get up to match fitness. It's going to take time for everyone to get used to playing together. Ooh, that's not ideal. I certainly don't want to lose against a team of 23rd in the league. I know we're not great away from home. But we have one away from home now. So, and Northampton, I can't be coming to this pokey little Sabutio stadium and losing. I mean, the only thing it's got going for it is there's a Taco Bell outside. So at least we're going to be able to have something delicious on the way home. But we only get delicious Taco Bell if we win. I think that, well, that's going to be my halftime team talk. Look, you don't want to, I know some of you don't like Taco Bell. Five Guys is next to it. You've got options. You're certainly not getting a Five Guys if we don't win. That's far too expensive. But you can have your choice of all of the takeaways outside the Northampton ground if we can pick up a win today. And there's a lot of them. There's even a Wagamama if we want to have a sit down something fancy. I'm not sure how some of these boys would cope with the food being brought over as it's ready, though, rather than all at the same time. It stresses me out. Right, let's go attacking. We've obviously got Cena on the bench, amongst other attacking options. So fingers crossed we can get something out of this second half, because this sees us drop down to 14th if it ends where it is. And I don't want to finish 14th. I want to finish 7th, 6th, whatever gets you into the playoffs. I can't remember how the playoffs work at this level. We'll have to look. If we start to get into a playoff hunt, we'll have to look into how they actually work. For now, kind of feels a little bit like it's none of my business how the playoffs work, because it's not going to concern us. We can worry about that later in the season. Casa Grande, I am starting to worry. We love him, but we've also seen him do this a couple of times this season. And we know how heavy-handed Football Manager can be with deciding a player is not up to playing at a certain level. We've seen it not just with goalkeepers, with so many different players over the years who have been outstanding in the league below. Also been really good playing against teams from the higher levels in cup competitions and whatnot. But then you get the promotion and all of a sudden they're not the same player. And I worry that might be happening to Casa Grande. We're not going to do anything drastic yet. I think he probably sees out the season. But I don't know if he's our long-term goalkeeper anymore. And that's not a nice thing to say, because I thought he'd be with us forever, because he was so good last year and we're paying him so much money. But we're now 2-0 down and we're not even playing well. I mean, that's not on Casa Grande, the fact we're not playing well. This is doing too many transfers midway through the season and players getting used to playing together, etc., etc. Captain Kirk's not in the team, so we've not got that continuity. Maybe we've changed too much in one go. Aribi's good. I do like him. Who'd have thought that a guy with 60 caps for Colombia would be quite good playing in the National League? It's remarkable. Right, Strachan is having a horrible, horrible match. We have got Gedling on the bench, so he's going to come on for him, because that's a not. Oh, hold on. We've got a couple of them. Day is also having a horrible time out there. So we're going to bring on Cena and swap those two over. And then I think for my final shuffle for now, we're going to bring on Gio Smith to play on that left wing again, which we do quite a lot. I know it's early to be making changes, but we're playing awful. And annoyingly, it looks like because we've played so many matches so close together and had to do a replay in the FA Cup, so our second string were playing in those FA Cup games, a lot of them are now being rested and are not on the bench. So we've got a lot of the young players on the bench today, which we wouldn't normally have. The strength in depth on that bench would normally be much better. But a lot of those players have just played 2 matches back to back. So we're rotating and resting a little bit. This is not going to plan. Right, Thomas moving out to the more attacking position. Brown across to Stockhill Huffer plays it forward. We have got two big boys up front now. Thomas is 6 foot. Cena's obviously, I think I mentioned before, quite tall, 6'4", 6'5". But we just, I mean, this bench, there's not really anything else on there for me. I think we're just going to have to accept today he's not gone very well. We'll go very attacking. Gio Smith plays it back to Brown. And now Stockhill Huffer and Shield to Thomas. This is quite nice play. Reece Dottin. Cena usually feeds off this kind of thing. Can't keep his header down. And yeah, well, I mean, we're getting meal deals at the service station on the way back. I'm not. No, you're not going to Taco Bell off the back of this. I'll go and I'll enjoy it. I'll have a lovely apple tango. This is not okay, though. I did that whole speech about how good the squad is now, and this is how you repay me. Bunch of bumholes. Right. I still don't know if we're good or not. Oh, my word. We're so mid-table, which I guess is fine. But I would like to start moving up the league a little bit. We've got Exeter in the FA Cup. I don't know how interesting that is. They're in League Two. We might look at the cup run tomorrow and just check in on the matches around it as we go. I say the cup run. Look at me. We've done so well the last couple of years. I'm assuming we're going to beat Exeter and have a cup run. We'll play Exeter tomorrow, who are a league above us, and then see where we go from there. We could certainly do with the money because this is the lowest our bank balance has been for a few years. So we are due our annual cup run that keeps us afloat. So hopefully that will start tomorrow. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.